Hello my lovelies and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to be here today. We are doing more of a beauty type video. So if you're wondering why this isn't going on the fashion channel, I think I am coming around to the fact that I can't manage 2 YouTube channels. It's a lot. So I'm still feeling it out. I don't know, but this video is going to go on the main channel, and what we are doing today is we are doing a Sephora favorites video. So Sephora VIB sale, it's happening, it's going on, it's the place to be. So I figured I would share with you guys some of my favorite products from Sephora. I asked you on Instagram for some specific product types that you needed recommendations for, so I'm going to try and cover a handful of those. It was honestly going to naturally be covered anyway based on like the product selection that I have over here, but let's get into it. I'm going to try and go through things relatively quickly just because there's a decent bit of stuff here. A mixture of like makeup products, skin products, self-tanning products, hair products, all sorts of things are happening in this video. So let's dive in. So for me personally, I love more of like a natural look these days. It's definitely a contrast to like 5 years ago when I was all about super full coverage, very glam all the time. Now I'm more just like natural looking. So that's kind of the theme for a lot of the products, is more natural glam, if you will. So because that's kind of just what I gravitate towards all the time pretty much now. So that's the theme of today's products. Before we dive in, this shirt is from Victoria's Secret. I got it last year, so I'm guessing it probably won't be available for purchase anymore. I do apologize for that. And then starting to dive in, whenever I do videos, I get asked about lip products all the time. So what better way to dive into the Sephora favorites video than to show you 2 of my recent lip favorites, and it is the duo that I'm wearing right now. So first up we have, this is thanks to my friend Jordan. She introduced me to this. We got lunch together a few weeks ago at Restoration Hardware, and I saw her putting this on and I was like, what is this? I need it. And then we went and I bought it. So this is the NARS Afterglow Lip Balm in the shade Laguna. So first of all, the packaging is absolutely gorgeous. It's nice and shiny. It's like a rosy copper color. And then this is the balm. It's just like a sheer, very sheer balm. So it gives you a minimal color. It's really hydrating and moisturizing in my opinion, but just a really nice wash of color. I absolutely love it. And then I topped it with this Rare Beauty gloss. This is in the shade Nearly Neutral, I believe. Yeah, so this is kind of the color. Don't focus on me, focus on this. So it is just like a nice nude gloss to go on top of the balm. Whenever I get the opportunity to wear a lip, aka I'm not just masked up, this is the duo. And this I can still like use just under a basket. It's a balm. It is tinted, so we'll get stuff on it, but I love that lip duo. All right, so let's get into some face products. So I'm gonna kind of like go in order that I would do my face in, if that makes sense. So the first one, this is one that I use if I'm really not doing makeup that day, just due to the nature of the product. This is a great product if you're trying to get into like that glass skin kind of trend. This is the Becca Zero. Is that upside down? Nope, that's not upside down. So this is the Becca Zero No Pigment Glass Highlighter for face and lip. So I'm not going to put it on because I have makeup on right now. Like I said, I do this when I'm not wearing makeup just because I don't want to get like makeup on the doe foot and like the texture of it. I just like when it's my bare skin. So I'm putting some on the back of my hand. And there it is. See, it's just like that situation that's not even really detectable. It's just like, oh, it catches the light. This is great for, like I said, like that glass skin look. It just gives like a to your skin that when you like rotate towards the light, it's like, oh, she's hydrated. She minds her business. Stay hydrated and mind your business. But that is the Becca Zero No Pigment Highlighter. I absolutely love this. You can also like dab it on your finger for like a clear gloss if you would like. It is able to be used, like I said, for both face and lip, but I absolutely love this stuff. This is definitely a win for me, especially for there's no makeup days. This will be really great for summertime, like when you're going to the pool and you're not really wearing makeup, but you still want to be like You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Next up, we have one of my all-time, all life ever to exist favorite primers in the whole world. So this is, it's very dirty. This is the Dr. Brandt Pores No More primer. This has been one of my like holy grail favorite primers since 2016. I kid you not, I've gone through so many of these. This is just a great one for like mattify, like almost like kind of a mattifying look, like that kind of feel without being aggressively obvious, and it still feels very like silky. So one of my favorite things to do with this, and I'll show you some of the products that I do this with in a second, but I will take this and I will mix it with whatever foundation, tinted moisturizer situation I'm wearing that day. That's honestly one of my favorite things to do, because I'll just like squeeze, you know, whatever amount of each product, and I'll just mix it in my hands, and I'll just get it on my face, and I'll like blend it in with my fingers if I'm just going for a super relaxed look that day, which is honestly more often than not. So I absolutely adore this primer for like a pore minimizing, like just nice finish primer. This has been a favorite for forever. They do indicate this for being more oily or combination skin. I have drier skin in the winter and then somewhat combination when the weather starts to warm up, but I've still loved this foundation regardless of my skin type. I absolutely love it. And another thing that's nice about this one is if you're gonna do a no makeup day, but you still kind of want to smooth out some of your areas that get a little shiny, that you don't want like a glass look with, that are just like shiny. Like for me, it's like that T-zone situation. I just use this sometimes on those areas and nothing else, and it's like you're good to go. Oh, next up we have a lot of face. So I'm gonna kind of go in order of coverage, I guess. But there were a lot of requests for whether it's like a CC cream, a tinted moisturizer, a foundation, whatever it is. We have all of the above. So I'm gonna go in order of coverage with least to most. So this is the Ilia Skin Tint. This is it's a super serum skin tint, SPF 40, combination of niacinamide, squalane, and hyaluronic acid. This stuff, oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. I came across it last year. This is very, 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 very minimal coverage. Like when you put it on, it's just like the slightest sheen, and like it blends really beautifully into your skin. It does have a very dewy finish. So if you are on the more oily side of skin and you don't want to magnify that look, this might not be the product for you. But if you are more, whether it's dry or combination like me, this gives like such a nice glow to the skin. It does slide a lot, but I will typically wear this on days that are more chill makeup days. I'm not trying to put like a bunch of products on. I will wear this by itself, and I always get questions about like, oh my god, your skin, like what's on it? And it's this. So this again is a very light coverage. This is the shade Paloma, but it's like that. Oh, please go back to where you came from. Oh. There's a little bubble. There we go. But I will just take it and I'll like do a few drops like on each side on my forehead and just kind of rub it in, and it's absolutely beautiful. So this is very, very light coverage for like super chill days. Next up, we have a tinted moisturizer. Actually, pretty much all of these are tinted moisturizers. There's one foundation. But a tinted moisturizer that is a holy grail, and then we'll have a tinted moisturizer that is more new to me. So this is, I mean, I classify it as a tinted moisturizer. It's technically a CC cream, but this is the It Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Illuminating CC Cream. So this stuff has been a favorite for like all of time. I've probably at this point now purchased like between 15 and 20 of these because I love it that much. The coverage on this is actually surprising for a CC cream. It is a more full coverage CC cream. So I will give that like disclaimer. I will again tend to dilute things with like primer, a little bit of moisturizer, maybe like a glow product in there, but like my Glow by Auric. But this stuff is absolutely beautiful in terms of coverage, finish. I am the shade medium tan right now. Sometimes in the summer I go to the tan shade when I have been in the sun a bit more. But this is color correcting, full coverage, anti-aging. It's just a great hydrating CC cream, beautiful finish on it. It's been one of my favorites for years, and like I can't say enough about it because I've already said so much about it in the last like 5 to 6 years. So I'm like, what else can I say? It's fuller coverage, Great finish, great product, lots of great ingredients in there. It's a good go-to. This is another reason I love this, is because it goes on really easily like with my fingers. So love that. Now, as far as a product that is a bit newer to me but that I have loved, as far as like the tinted moisturizer situation goes, this is the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen. I am in the shade Annapurna, or medium 2. This stuff, I really like it. This is another one that has like a decent bit of coverage to it. If I were to have to pick any brand from Sephora to buy like everything from, especially face products, it would be NARS. They have some of my favorites, whether it's this tinted moisturizer, whether it's foundation. You guys know the Creamy Radiant Concealer is my absolute favorite, and it has been for a while. Like, I just really love so many of NARS's products. And then when I picked this one up a couple months ago to give it a try, it was no different. So I will actually take this, and I also love the Elastin. It's not sold at Sephora, it's sold at like Medi-Spas, but the Elastin tinted sunscreen. And then I'll take some of this, and then I'll take some of my Tula sunscreen, and I'll like mix it all up when I just want like facial sunscreen and nothing else, with like some coverage. Absolutely beautiful. Adore it. So this is a great tinted moisturizer if you are in the market. That was a very awkward ending with my hands. And now lastly is more of a true foundation. I would say this is still like a light to medium coverage. It's not the fullest. I don't love like super full coverage foundation anymore. It's just not my journey at this point in time in my life. But this is the Ilia True Skin Serum Foundation. Ilia has become another brand that I'm a big fan of for a lot of their face products, whether it's the serum skin tint, whether it's this, whether it's one of the other products that I'm about to show you, or their powder, which I'm about to show you. But I absolutely love this serum foundation. It is very lightweight. It has just a nice radiant finish. I wouldn't say it's like a super dewy finish. It's like a, maybe like a satin finish would be the best word, at least in my opinion. But I absolutely adore this. I love, 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 love. It's just beautiful. It's light, like I said, it's beautiful, it's lightweight. I don't know, whenever I like a product, I have such a hard time because I'm like, dude, I just freaking like it. I like what it does to my face. Is that enough? The coverage description, the finish description, I don't know. I'm in the shade SF5 Selena. I'll probably have to go a little bit darker or like mix shades once I have more of like my summer tan, if you will, because we are approaching that time of year, thank goodness. But I absolutely adore this stuff. It's beautiful, it's amazing. Also, everything that I'm sharing, like, I've not had any experience with it breaking me out, so like it wouldn't be a favorite if it broke me out. So this is one that I absolutely love, adore, and will purchase again. I'm still on my first bottle. I find that it lasts a good bit of time, but I will absolutely be purchasing this again. Next up, we have, oh, I should have put this, since I was going in order, I should have had this sooner. I've talked about this before, and apparently TikTok is trying to make this famous now, and I'm like, y'all, I've been using this for over 2 years. Like, TikTok, move over. You don't own anything or anyone. Like, you did not discover this. You didn't discover middle parts, baggy pants, or the Becca Under Eye Corrector. Yeah, so this stuff, this is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I use the shade medium to deep, and it's honestly one of the best color correctors I've ever used in my life. I just genetically have dark circles because I have deeper set eyes, not due to discoloration, but I feel like this would work for both scenarios. But I will take the teeniest, one of the best things about this is it lasts forever because you just need the teeniest, tiniest, littlest bit of product, and I will just take it on my ring finger since that has the lightest pressure, supposedly, and I will just do a little bit in like the hollow of my under eye circle. And then sometimes I don't even need concealer, I'll just move straight to my foundation, or I'll do like a little bit of concealer here, a little bit of concealer here, and we're good. So yeah, I've loved this product. I think this is my third or fourth one. Like I said, these last a really long time. Probably my fourth one, but I absolutely adore it. I do find that it does need to be set if you're gonna wear any kind of mascara, because it will like slide, because it is very like tacky feeling. It's still a solid, but like you can kind of see the texture of it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. But yeah, great under eye corrector. Absolutely, like nothing is ever done for my under eye bags what this has done for me. So we are writing this product into my will, is what we're saying. But absolutely, absolutely, absolutely love this one. move over to TikTok. I was here before you. I was here first. So next up we have a cream bronzer. I love my powder bronzer. So like my favorite powder bronzer, you guys have heard me talk about this before. It's the Hula Caramel. It's just a really beautiful shade, especially for somebody that has like more olivey skin like myself. But I've talked about that before. But this one, I got the little tester size, or like the smaller size, so that I could try it out and see if I like it. But this is the Milk Makeup bronzer. This is the baked bronzer, or this is the matte bronzer stick in the shade Baked, and I absolutely love it. I love cream products in general. I barely use powder products anymore, and so I actually will need to buy another one of this because I'm at the end. Thank goodness it's the sale time. But I will just do a little here, on the forehead, on the nose, on the jaw, and it's a great bronzer. Like, it's not too dark, it's not too light, and it's not too warm. So I personally like a bronzer that's a bit more on the neutral side versus super warm or super cool. I just find that that's my favorite thing for my skin tone. If I'm like, I don't like bronzers that pull extremely orangey because it just doesn't look right on my skin. So I prefer ones like this that have a bit more of a neutral shade to them. So yeah, really great cream bronzer. I also really like their cream blush and their cream highlight. So that's a great one. And then on the note of cream blushes, we have another Ilia product. So I took the lid off. But this is the Ilia Multistick. So you can actually use this like on your cheeks, on your lips, those kind of things. But this is the shade Dreamer. It's just this really beautiful, like, and with blush, I'll put a little on my hand. There we go. Yeah, with blush, I don't like shades that are too peach or too pink or too red. So like, I need that perfect happy medium of all of the above. And this is it for me. So when I find a holy grail product in like that shade range that I love, like I ride hard for that sucker. I'm like, we're going to the grave together. So this one is just like a perfect shade for me. Like and I'll probably have to buy another one during the sale. It's just, it's perfection. Like, it's just rosy enough, peachy enough, red enough, like not red, like, you know what I mean? Like brown enough, like it's the perfect shade. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. I'm not Pantone. I don't work for them, although that would be kind of cool, but beautiful cream blush. So then before I even blend in the bronzer, this is what I do, because I like for everything to like melt together on my face, you know what I'm saying? So when I put on the cream bronzer, I almost said blonzer, cream bronzer, before I blend it, I'll put my cream blush on, like a big just shoot, and then a little bit above my eyebrows, a little on the chin, a little on the nose, because cute girls put blushers on their nose apparently. At least they did, and I still do, so I don't know. Gen Z's probably gonna take that from us too. They take everything. Love you, Gen Z. But I will blend it all together. So that way, it's not like bronzer, blush. It's like, it's blonzer. Maybe I did mean to say that. I don't know. But this Ilia Multistick, absolutely love it. Then to set, I will set like my under eyes, I'll set this area, I'll set this area, but I kind of like leave this part of my face alone because I like it to look glowier and not powdery. But this is the Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Powder. This is just the like translucent shade. I think they have one that's like actually more colored, but it's just such a wonderfully, it's hard to like see. It's just such a, I've never encountered such a finely milled finishing powder. I absolutely love it because it's hard, like it's not there visually. Like, you know, when you have powder on and you can see it and it's kind of cakey and it like it's not the look you're going for, especially if you're only powdering certain areas. Yeah. That's why I like this one. And then like once I have my setting spray on, like I'll put this on last or before I do mascara and like eyeshadow and stuff. But I'll put this under my eyes and like in the areas that I want it. And then by the time I hit it with setting spray, it all just melts together really beautifully. So it's like, ooh, what's powdered, what's not. We don't know visually, but like we're locked in. You know what I'm saying? So I've purchased this multiple times. The Ilia Fade Into You Soft Focus Finishing Powder. Absolutely love it. And then for mascara, I have just the wee bebe, the wee bairn of the Hourglass Caution Mascara. This is one that I bought when it first came out, and I used it a couple times, and then I was trying a different one, and then I recently came back to it, and I was like, oh my gosh, why did I ever stop using this? Like, I love it. So I've been using it religiously again. But it's just great for, this is what's on like my eyes right now, and I didn't bring this product down here, but another favorite is the Grande Lash, like lash growing stuff. I've been using it. It works. I really like it. So honorable mention to that. But it's this, back to the mascara, it's a great one for just like, I don't want super clumpy looking lashes, but I want length and thick. I want length and thickness. For my eyelashes. Ah! Okay, so this is great for length and thickness for your eyelashes without being clumpy. Like, it gives such a beautiful separation to your lashes, gives them beautiful length. I just love it. Okay, so I can do a good 2 coats of this, and then also I love that it's lightweight enough and like not clumpy enough, and like the brush on it, stop focusing on me, focus on the brush, please. But like when I do my bottom lashes, I take it vertically and just go like that. I'll do like a little bit at the root like that, but honestly I'll just do it like that. So this one for your length and thickness wants and needs. So that is it for, oh no it's not. We couldn't talk about this without talking about this. This is one that I've talked about before, and I will never stop talking about because it's my favorite eyeshadow palette in the whole world, and the VIB sale is a great time to talk about it because it's so freaking expensive, but so worth it, and it's the Natasha Denona Gold Palette. This is one that I have used time and time again ever since I bought it 2 years ago, and they're just some of the best eyeshadows I've ever used in my whole life. I love them. They are the perfect types of nudes for me, and then you get like a little bit of fun in there with some of the colors. This palette goes everywhere with me. If I'm doing my makeup, 95+% of the time, it's with this palette, so it's had the stamp of approval for years, and if you haven't hopped on it yet, now is the time. Okay, next we're gonna move into skincare. So quick disclaimer, the majority of my skincare is Tula, and Tula is unfortunately not sold at Sephora, so this is a lesser category right now. So let me know if you would like just an entire skincare video and we can do that. But I just had a couple quick little favorites to share with you from Sephora that I've been trying out. So first of all, we have the Innisfree Dewy Glow Jelly Cream. So this one, first of all, it looks super cool in the thing. Well, it's gonna be kind of hard to tell, but it's just like a clear gel. And this is another great one for like that glass skin trend. So this as like a lightweight moisturizer in the morning with like, so I'll just like pat it on my face, feel super just light, nicely hydrating. But it's a clear gel cream that delivers abundant hydration to dry and dull skin for a moist, revitalized look. I love looking moist. Love being moist, you know? With the length and the thickness. But this one is great for that just glass skin type look. It's very lightweight. I think this is gonna be a great one for like summer when people are super sweaty and you don't want a really heavy moisturizer feeling on your face. But this one, absolutely great. I love it, I love it, I love it. And the packaging is just super cute. Super cute and precious. So that's the Innisfree Dewy Glow Jelly Cream. So if you are in need of like a lightweight moisturizer that makes you look all moist, this one. And then next on the skincare, this is the only other skincare one that I have for this video. This is the Summer Fridays Soft Reset AHA Exfoliating Solution. So I am a big fan of chemical exfoliants. I have been for a while. And this is one that I decided to try out and I really, really liked. Like I can tell when I use this at night, when I wake up the next day, it's just like, especially on those high points of the face, like you can just tell your skin is like refreshed. It doesn't burn a whole lot. Like if I have like open zits, it'll burn a little bit just because it's like it's got acid in it, it's gonna burn if you have like an open zit that you picked. Like, that's my own fault if I did this to myself. But it doesn't burn, it doesn't make your skin feel like super tight or like stripped or anything like that, but you just wake up with just this fresh, chemically exfoliated skin. I love it. So kind of going along with the glass skin trend, if you will, when I use this stuff, again, the next day I wake up and I'm just like, yeah, I'm glassy. I'm moist and I'm glassy, you know? If any of these brands want to reach out and work with me, I clearly do a great job of describing things. And then we have a lip product. This is the Bite Agave Plus Nighttime Lip Therapy. I have gone through multiple of this as well, but I'm gonna need to get another one. See, I'm making my shopping list. But this is one that I use at nighttime just for really great hydration of the lips, especially in the winter when it's super dry and my lips get cracked really easily. I've also found that with wearing masks and stuff, my lips dry out a lot more just because I'm not able to like obsessively put on balm as much as I normally would because I have a mask on. So this has been a lifesaver the last couple of years, but especially this year. I absolutely adore this stuff. And honestly, I'll use it sometimes, like not even at night, I'll use it as like a gloss. So love it. It is very like thick, but it's not as sticky as you would think for how thick it is. Okay, that's another one. That's going on the tally. Okay, next we have self-tanning products, and these are different recommendations than ones I've ever given before because I've changed my self-tanning game a bit. So first up, we have the actual body tanner. This is the Saint-Tropez Self-Tan Purity. This is the foam. What I love about this, couple things. So it's a bronzing water mousse, and it's the most natural looking self-tanner I've ever used. It's not, for me, a huge color difference. It's like enough that you can like tell that I look more bronze, but it's not super fake looking. So I don't know if that's because it's called Purity or whatever, but it does have a more natural look if you have a skin tone similar to mine. Obviously, maybe if you were somebody that you have a much lighter skin tone, it would be more dramatic on you, or if you had a significantly darker skin tone than me, it might not show up much. But I have found that this, I've gone through probably 4 bottles of this in my last year and a half, but this stuff, I absolutely love it. Another thing that I love about it is this is the most transfer resistant self tanner I have ever used. And I don't know if it's because it's a lighter formula, it's not as dramatic, whatever it is, but like other self tanners where, you know, the first couple of days you can't wear white even after that first shower, like to rinse off the top layer, I don't run into that problem with this. I don't know what like fairy godmother magic is in this, but it is the most transfer resistant self tanner I've ever used. Saint-Tropez, please work with me because I love this stuff. It's amazing. I love it. And I prefer a foam self tanner just because it's like easier to apply like evenly. And then in tandem with that, the cap's not on it, sorry, we have the facial self tanning mist. It's the same brand, the same line, so the Saint-Tropez Purity line. What I love about the mist, couple things. For one, I don't have to worry about doing it on my hands and doing this. I'm like hoping, praying to the gods that I've gotten all the self tanner off my hands. I just spray it and it gives a nice even coverage. Another thing that I do love about this is that it is a spray, so I feel like the coverage is a little bit more even and more reliable and more natural than like if you're using, like I've used drops before, things like that, mixing it with a moisturizer. Sometimes it's a little like, oh, you don't know like where you're gonna see it the next day sometimes. Like, did I get it as evenly as I could? I feel like a fine mist, like that's so fine you couldn't even like see it. It's a very fine mist, so the coverage on it is beautiful. Does not break me out. It's just, it's amazing. I love it so much. And then it obviously matches the shade of the self tanner for like the body, so it's just perfect. It's perfection. It's immaculate. So again, Saint-Tropez. If you need influencers, I'm happy to influence. It's what I do. Next up, we have a hair one that is a splurge, but I had to include it because if you're going to splurge at Sephora at any time, it's now. It's this frickin' Dyson blow dryer. I went back and forth on whether or not I wanted to buy this last year because I was like, that is so much money to spend on a hair dryer. But as somebody, but like I bought it during lockdown when like we obviously couldn't go get blowouts or anything like that, and like the fact that this dries all of my hair. I have so much hair and it's all mine, like it's natural, it's not extensions. My hair takes forever to dry. This takes like 20-25 minutes to dry my whole head compared to like an hour with the blow dryer I had before. I absolutely adore this blow dryer. If you have the funds to splurge on it during the sale, I would say it's absolutely worth it, especially if you're somebody with like thick hair that takes a long time to dry and you don't have that kind of time. Amazing. And I love the diffuser attachment. I love all of the attachments. Like this is, there we go. This is immaculate. I love it. Hate the price tag. Ungodly. But the actual product itself is immaculate. And then last but not least, lots of fragrance requests, and you know I have your back. And I like talking about these products during the VIB sale for the similar reason as the Dyson, is because these are more expensive products as far as a fragrance goes. And so now is a great time because you do get that discount on it to go ahead and make a purchase of it or stock up or whatever it is. I personally will stock up on mine during the sale because obviously there's a decent discount on it, but it is the Tom Ford fragrances. I have other Tom Ford fragrances as well, but these are my two favorites. So my main go-to is the Tom Ford Ombre Leather. It's the perfect musky, leathery, but still like sexy smelling scent. I don't like feminine smells. I don't like floral smells. I just don't. I like more musky. I like more clean. I like more like if I can get like leather in there, tobacco in there, things like that. That's my jam. This perfume I have gone through, I kid you not, probably 5 at this point. I wear this like my life depends on it because it does. This is my essence. This is like if I were a dog and I were trying to mark my territory by peeing on something, I would want my pee to smell like this because I would want that to be the mark that I leave for other dogs to know, like I was here. Do you know what I'm saying? I hope that, I don't know, but this is the best smell in the whole world. I have put so many people onto this perfume. Tom Ford Beauty, once again, if you need people to influence, I mean, what better marketing pitch than to say, if I were a dog, I would want my pee to smell like this. I don't know. That's brilliant marketing in my opinion, but this is Ombre Leather. I live, breathe, die by it. I keep a travel one in my purse because I must smell like this at all times. So, Tom Ford Ombre Leather, ladies and gentlemen. And then next, I use that one like year round. Love it all the time, but especially for a summertime scent, especially like a vacation-y type scent, but even just summertime scent, I know when I break this out for the year that my serotonin is about to start flooding back because that means the weather's getting warmer, it's getting sunnier outside, that whole situation, and it's the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. This, I just described this to a friend this morning. I was like, this smells like rich people on vacation. Yeah, like I'm gonna spray more of it on. Like, oh my God. Like I'm literally going to a tropical getaway in my mind. But not in the sense that it smells fruity or like anything like that. Like I'm just gonna pull up the scent description because it does a better job than me. Hold on. Just hold on, we're going home. Just hold on, we're going home. I want someone to describe me the way that Tom Ford fragrances are described. That's what I want in this life. Okay, so unexpected, sultry, addictive. That's our tagline. So Tom Ford Soleil Blanc is an addictive solar floral amber and coco de mer infused perfume, but it does not smell overly floral to me. I know I just said I hate florally smells and then it was like solar floral. Doesn't smell overly floral to me. Anyway, alive with seductive cardamom and refreshingly decadent lang lang, Tom Ford Soleil Blanc unapologetically exudes the endless pursuit of sun and luxury. Love it. Love it so much. So the keynotes, well, the fragrance family is warm and spicy. The scent type is warm and sweet gourmand. And then the keynotes, Coco de Mer, Lang Lang, Comore Island, and Cardamom. So absolutely gorgeous, stunning, rich people on vacation. That's the energy. That's the energy we want. That's the energy we got. Love that for us. So that is it. That is gonna wrap this up. There's so many other products I could talk about that I have, but these are some of like the biggest hitters that I was like, if y'all need these kind of products, these are the ones that I recommend. So that is gonna be it for me today. I'm gonna just shush now because this video has been so long already, but if you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below of something that you're gonna try, maybe some of your own favorites so that we can all get in on the love. And that's it for me. So I love you so much and I will see you in the next one. Bye.